It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tackle made there behind the line by Isaiah Foskey. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
For the Bears field goal, a 59-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7 from the 20. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. And then sacked. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Inside handoff now. Miller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Now Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Saints 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you see a tip ball, one that's popped in the air, it looks like it's going to be an interception. Sometimes the guys try too hard or they fight each other and knock each other off the ball, and this one ends up falling to the ground.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Inside the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Touchdown! A.T. Perry from 3 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Bears 10.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown Bears! Justin Fields finding Darnell Mooney. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. after the touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now deep there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Carr to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taylor now from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
6:37. 29. 29.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. On play action, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Carr again. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. To throw his Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Carr, quick throw. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Quick pass out to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
The downside for the defense that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tougher quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to... Fields hit and the ball is loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves. Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Gets this to Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they're in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. All eyes on Fields. On the move to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory. Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Alontae Taylor.